Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ordinary here. I'm bringing you guys another NHL 15 video. This one is going to kick off a new series that I'm calling Ballin on a Budget. And it's all about finding the cheaper alternatives to those players that cost anywhere from like 1,000,000 coins, even down to 9,000 coins. Because when you're starting off in Hut, those cards that cost 9,000 coins, that's still 9 wins you got to get in a row. And you're still going to have to spend some of those coins on contracts, and it's just tricky to afford those players when you're starting off. So you're going to be playing against people in Division 9 and 10, at least I know I was, that had like Datsuk, they had Crosby, they had legend cards like Lemieux, and I'm wondering how these people have these cards in such a low division. And so they're obviously either buying packs or they're really bad. But if you don't want to spend money on the game, you're going to need to find those alternatives, players that can play similar. I mean, obviously they're not going to be as good because there's a reason those cards are so expensive, but there's cards that are comparable to the players. And this episode we're going to talk about that big, not really power forward, but just the player that can use his size to cut to the net. We're going to do a center and a winger depending on what you want. So the first player is going to be the centerman, and that's going to be Joe Thornton from the San Jose Sharks. And he's not exactly the fastest, but he's got good hands, he's got a hard shot, he checks hard, he plays good defense, but he can really cut a path to the front of the net or behind the net and break into the zone no problem. You can see here he's 6'4", 220, and he goes for about 9,000 pucks. The winger we're going to showcase is Lucic off the Bruins there. He's about the same, not so fast, good shot, average hands. He's got a really good checking category, decent defense. He's going for about 8.5, 9,000 as well. He's 6'4", 235, so you can see they're both big boys. The centerman that plays a little bit like Joe Thornton, or a lot like Joe Thornton, is Martin Hansel. You can see he doesn't have the same hands as Joe Thornton does, but he's got all the other categories basically the same. We're going to flip this card over here. He's 6'6", 230, so he's a huge guy. He's going to run through players for you. And the winger we're going to showcase that can play like Lucic, that's Johan Franzen off the Red Wings. You can see he doesn't have the speed, but he's got the shot, he's got the checking, he's got the defense. He's basically the same player, but instead of 9,000, you're going to be able to get him for under 1,000. Both these players, Franzen and Hansel, you're going to be able to get for under 1,000 pucks. He's 6'3", 222, so he's built similar to Lucic as well. And yeah, these players, they can still play properly. Like, look at, here's Hansel who's going to bury one. So they've got the shot. You can see that's Hansel again, just battling. You can cut to the net with these players, no problem. And if you're playing against a smaller player, here's Franzen. That was a horrible deke by me, but I still ran through St. Louis there. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you like the idea, make sure to let me know in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more NHL 15 videos, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.